Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Nelson. We begin tonight with the story of Weston Halsney, a very brave young boy who survived the Annunciation Church shooting. His account last Wednesday of the mass shooting went viral, and tonight he is recovering from surgery after a surprising discovery.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Well, it turns out Halsney was hit too, but didn't know it. Lou Raguse has more on the 10-year-old's recovery. Lou?
Julie, this weekend, Minneapolis police raised the number of victims hit by gunfire from 20 to 21 after Weston's doctor gave his family this surprising news. Hours after the horrific shooting at Annunciation Catholic Church,
It was really scary.
10-year-old Weston Halsney, along with his grandpa and his dad, returned to the police tape to share how his life was saved.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
Your friend laid on top of you?
Yeah, and he got hit. He's really brave, and I hope he's good in the hospital.
That friend, Victor Greenewalt, is now recovering at home after 2 days in the hospital, his family says on their GoFundMe page.
I hope you're okay, and I'm praying for you.
Weston, his innocent voice resonating with so many people watching coverage of the shooting, was just 2 seats away from the windows where the gunman fired. His family thought he was completely spared.
I think I got gunpowder on my neck.
When they did the x-ray, I was like, oh, my jaw hit the floor.
Weston's parents took him to the doctor as a precaution and learned that what they thought was gunpowder was actually a bullet fragment.
It traveled all the way through and stopped right before his carotid artery. So he's a very, very lucky little boy.
Grant Halsney says the fragment is actually resting on the carotid artery.
So just ran out of momentum just in time. So we're very, very thankful for that.
So Weston's return to normalcy after the shooting now takes a short detour at Children's Hospital, where a surgeon is removing the fragment in what Grant calls a delicate but low-risk surgery.
And yeah, I'm just praying for the best.
Grant says he's also still trying to process everything his son and his schoolmates have experienced.
Kids, they don't deserve to go through this. It's unthinkable.
Unbelievable when the first words he heard from Weston were, "Victor saved my life, Victor saved my life." But then he adds that it's unthinkable that those words came out because they were in a church, a place that they are supposed to be safe and expected to be safe. Just another sad element of this whole thing, Julie.
But also heroic. I just remember quite soon afterward, we were hearing stories about how these older kids were protecting the younger kids, just like Victor did. I mean, it's so heroic for a young kid, but it seems like maybe they're buddied up to sit through mass together, the older kids and the younger kids. So many heroic stories. And that little boy I remember him saying, I think it's just gunpowder.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so it's remarkable that they found this. It wasn't even bothering him, correct?
Yeah, his dad, Grant, explained that there was a mark. It looked like a squiggly black mark that actually rubbed off. And so that's why he assumed it was gunpowder. There was a very small scab, but, assuming again that maybe it's a gunfire burn, they go to the pediatrician just as a precaution. The pediatrician orders the x-rays, and that's when they find that fragment right up against the carotid artery.
Wow. All right. We're so glad they found it. Thank you, Lou.